In my opinion, the gym teacher from the Black Lagoon gets the hilarious award because the book is hilarious. For example, Mr. Green, the new gym teacher, is mean. How? Because he makes you climb a rope when it's on fire. I think that's pretty intense. For example, it's on fire. Also, he makes you play dodgeball. Instead of a ball, it's a truck. So you have to dodge the truck. Now, I hope you want to read this book. I think you'll burst into tears of laughter. Now, if you read this one and you love it just like me, read the whole series of the Black Lagoons. If you don't have the gym teacher from the Black Lagoon, I bet you can find it at the public library. I'm 99% sure. And have a fun time.
Dear readers, do you like Henry much? Well, I do. I know you will. They are very funny. They are funny because they shake hands. You should read it. Remember, my opinion is that Henry Much gets the hilarious award. Now, do you want to read the whole series?
Dear readers, do you like books with floods that come into the house? Well, I know a book with that stuff. In the book, the flood, that happens. And then on the next page. In my opinion, what's the next page? Yeah. In my opinion, the flood should get the action award because the water was coming fast.
Dear readers, do you like scary stories? If you do, you will like Red Girl and the Big Bad Butcher. In my opinion, it has the most funniest pictures. Also, Word Girl is really wanting to take care of the city. My favorite part is page 20 and 21. They are so funny. I also like the pictures because it shows what's happening on the other side. For example, on page 20, the butcher says sausage collision, and it shows the sausage hitting Word Girl in a little circle. Now I hope you love Word Girl and the Big Bad Butcher as much as I do. I hope you agree with my opinion that the Big Bad Butcher has the funniest pictures. Go to the library and get Word Girl and the Big Bad Butcher today.
Dear readers, I think Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a good book because it tells all about a kid's life named Greg. I think this should get a Hard to Be a Kid award because Greg begs his mom not to do something and she does it anyway. Also, when he screws up in front of his dad throws whatever he has in his hands at him. You should get this book for your house or at the library. You can realize it can be hard to be a kid.
Do you love funny and dramatic characters? Then you will love Minnie and Moo dancing. I give this book a Be Kind award. Moo does not concentrate. Minnie repeats herself. Moo likes Minnie like a sister. When Moo is feeling blue, Minnie cheers Moo up. I hope you like Minnie and Moo go dancing. Go to the Richmond Library and check it out.
Introduction. Do you like books with funny characters? Then you'll like Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Getaway. It gets the funny word. Greg and his family tried to go on a vacation, but they almost missed their plane. But when they get to the gate at the last second, it was delayed due to bad weather. So they went to go take a seat while they were waiting in the waiting place, where people were hogging the seats. Favorite part. In my opinion, the part when Greg is in the pool and he sees an iguana and thinks it's a monster is funny because he runs across the water to the lifeguard and says you should get everyone out of the pool. The lifeguard says it's an iguana, it's fine. Sometimes the iguanas swim in the pool and Greg did not want to go back in the pool. Conclusion, I hope you read this book. If you see it at the store, buy it. There are a lot of other Diarrhea for Wimpy Kids books, so read more. So remember, in my opinion, this book got the Funny Award.
Dear readers, I think you should read the Gigi series. It is a very good book, and Gigi is very funny and brave. It is by Marty Moncler Banks, and I love this series because they have real photographs. Now I hope you can read this book, and if you read it, I hope you like it. If you read this book, don't forget Gigi is very funny and brave. For example, when she is brave is at the end with the super pipe, but I'm not going to tell you anymore because if you want to find out what happens, you're going to have to read the book and finish it. I really hope you can read Gigi Snowboards. I think this book should get the Being Brave Award and the Photograph Award. Do you like parties? Well, this party is a hospital party. This book is based on Adam, who broke his leg. You want to read more to find out more about this part? I just added that. My favorite part is when it goes, oh dear, but you can make a card for them. I think that's pretty funny because when people say oh dear, then they use expression. I hope you like this book. And read more to find out. I hope you like the end. Remember, even if something bad happens, friends and nurses can help fix it.
Dear readers, do you love funny books? Well, you'll love Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes is a hilarious comic. This book should get the Hilarious Award because when Calvin throws a snowball, he gets instant karma. Calvin has a stuffed tiger named Hobbes, and also, my gosh, he hates school. Calvin's personality is 1, being gross, 2, not eating what his mom gives him, 3, throwing snowballs and water balloons. Calvin has a crazy imagination that he thinks a stuffed tiger is real. Calvin is gross. For example, when Calvin doesn't eat his food, his dad says something like it's toxic waste and it'll turn Calvin into a mutant, so Calvin eats it. Now you really need to go to the library and check this book out. Oh, and don't forget to give it the Hilarious Award.
If you do, then I bet you would like the Magic Trios. The Magic Trios is a series of books. The main characters are Jack and Annie. Jack's personality is that he always wants to learn about the place that they're going to go to, and he looks in books to figure out more stuff about the place they're going to go to. So I hope you like the Magic Tree House. And I also hope that I've convinced you to read the Magic Tree House books. I've read the whole series, and I think they're really good. And so I hope that you will read the Magic Tree House. Dear readers, do you like books with hilarious characters? If you do, you will love Mercy Watson to the Rescue. Mercy in this book only thinks about food. She is so hungry. Mercy loves hot buttered toast and sugar cookies. Mercy is very spoiled. For example, she has her own bed, a bedtime song, and she doesn't live on a farm. Mercy is owned by Mr. and Mrs. Watson. Now do you want to read Mercy Watson to the Rescue by Demoko and Chris Van Dusen. After you read this, read the whole series of Mercy Watson. Hope you enjoy Mercy Watson. And in my opinion, Mercy is hilarious, but especially Mercy Watson to the Rescue, and Mercy should get the hilarious award. Dear readers, do you like animals that read? Buzz said the bee. The main character is the bee because it is in every poem. The bee is in. My opinion is that Buzz said the bee should get the funny award because the pages are funny and the cow and the pig and the hen and the duck all tumble down the hill. Wendy is the author, and it is illustrated by Han something. My opinion is that Buzz said the bee should be funny. You can find it in a library. I like this book. I hope you like it too. Dear readers, do you love funny and hilarious books? If you do, you should read Minnie and Moo Go Dancing. I give it the Friendship Award. You're probably wondering what the characters are. Well, I'll tell you. One of the characters is Minnie. She is a good friend. For example, she repeats what she says and helps Moo get ready for the party. I hope you can read Minnie and Moo Go Dancing. If you can, I think you'll like it as much as I did. I really hope you'll like it. Remember it gets the Friendship Award.
Introduction. Do you know who has a pet fly and his name is Buzz? Who guessed it? It's Buzz Boy and Fly Guy by Ted Arnold. This book has some funny pictures. For example, when Buzz picks up a dragon and the dragon turns into a superhero, even though when the dragon was mean. I think this book should get an award of the Amazing Superhero Friends. Conclusion. In the book Buzz Boy and Fly Guy by Ted Arnold, that the pictures in the book are funny. Now you should read this book, and you should borrow it from your local library.
Do you like a funny book with funny parts in them, like a Piggy and Gerald book by Mo Willems? Piggy said, "A big guy took my ball," and then Gerald said, "Well, I'm big too." My favorite part is when Piggy says in her bubble space, "My hero," and Gerald says, "Here I go, let's see how big that big guy is." And the big guy was very, very big, and Gerald was frightened of the whale. In my opinion, the characters are funny and hilarious. A big guy took my ball, and well, I love this book and the characters because the book has a big whale in the book. Remember my opinion, this book is hilarious, and now you should go to the Huntington Library and check this book out.
David is the most baddest boy in the world. Why is David bad? Did something happen? Do you like characters that get in trouble? Now David is good to his mom. Do you like No David? No. There are more No David books in the world.
Dear readers, do you like hilarious books? Then you would like Minnie and Moo Go Dancing. My favorite part is when Moose thought there was ghosts, but it was just their friends. As a reminder, in my opinion, Minnie and Nougat Vincent is hilarious and it gets the funny word.
Do you like books with scary and hilarious parts? Well, then you'll like Horrible Harry and the Dropper. The characters are so hilarious, and some of the pictures are hilarious, and other pictures are scary. The pictures are by Frank Remensky. Also, the book is by Zusi Klein. In my opinion, a good part is when Harry freaks out Mary with holds up a lizard. And another favorite part of mine is when Horrible Harry and the Double Doom is the scary pictures of Mary with stripes on her face in the dark.